Welcome to another video. We're back, and this time we're taking Jerry Beans Man all the way. My last deck list did not emphasize the power of Jerry Beans Man, and I leaned on some other cards that were not Jerry Beans Man in order to make the deck more powerful. Not this time. This time, I'm just going pure Jerry Beans Man. We're leaning into the plant attribute of Jerry Beans Man by using some other good plant monsters. And we also are playing some backup Jerry Beans Man. Where is he? He's in here, Bean Soldier. Now, we got the Destiny Hero, Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer. You've seen this combo before. This is the staple bread and butter Jerry Beans Man combo. But opponent is using a Kaiju, and they're summoning their Wandering Griffin Rider, going into a Baronda Fleur. Now, I set one Imperm. Sometimes, maybe I should set two Imperms, but sometimes if you set two Imperms, your opponent use Lightning Storm or Feather Duster, and then you feel sad. So you can never win. We're gonna negate the Baron's effect to pop, and Baron's gonna negate our negate, pop in the Kaiju that he gave me that I did not want. Opponent going straight to battle phase, but we are still alive, and our opponent is done. Set in 2 back row. All right, well, this is not over. Jerry Beans Man is in the graveyard, but he can lead us from his death. Will inspire us. All right, opponent activating a summon limit. Our summons are limited to two summons, but that's okay. We only need 2 summons with the Adventure Engine. We get that Fateful Adventure. Unfortunately, we got to discard our Spore here. Make the Wandering Griffin Rider our second summon. So we have a negate online. We get the Drekka back. Bounce that summon limit. And now it's time. Unlimited summons. Let's use Destiny Hero Denier, our backup DPE. Not Pot of Greed. And we used our Spore. It made itself a level 5 by banishing a Bean Soldier from the graveyard. We go straight into Borreload. Opponent activating Conquistador. We're going to let that happen. We're not going to use our negates on a Conquistador. Let's get tack in. Hit over that Baron. Hit over that Conquistador. Let's set our Imperm. And let's pass back to the opponent. See if they can get through this. We got 1-2 negates, Omni negates, and 1 monster negate with the Imperm in our graveyard. Jerry Beans Man. His corpse inspires us to victory. Opponent activating Cursed Eldland. Set in 2 back row. We're going to negate the effect to search an Eldritch card. One of opponent's back rows is the summon limit, which we do not care about anymore, which means they only have 1 card, and we got 1 Omni negate, so we feeling pretty safe right now. Opponent activating summon limit. We draw Mushroom Man, and I miss a horrible opportunity. I miss a huge opportunity here. I could have just summoned the Mushroom Man and got lethal with Mushroom Man, but instead I go for the Griffin Rider, get another negate online, and we'll attack our opponent, get lethal here. Mushroom Man was lethal though, so that was a misplay. That was a misplay on my fault. I apologize. Alright, full deck list of the amped up Jerry Beans Man deck list is at the end of the video. Subscribe for more quality content like this. Let's go on to another game. Alright, let's go. We didn't draw Jerry Beans Man, but we did draw one of the Jerry Beans Man associated cards, the Lone Fire Blossom. This can search Jerry Beans Man. Very important to know. Our opponent's going first. They're activating Fusion Destiny. We're going to Ash that. Would rather our opponent not have DPE, and this will turn it off for the whole rest of the game now that Fusion Destiny's at 1. Opponent just set in 1 back row. Now, we have the option of doing Lone Fire Blossom combo, but we're going to go for the Adventure Engine first. Opponent is not doing anything, except activating a Max C. Well, we don't want our opponent drawing cards, so Ash Blossom it is. I actually haven't seen Max C in a while. People took it out of their decks because the Floundery is just normal summoning all over the place, but here it is, back again, just to intercept the Jerry Beans Man. Alright, Fateful Venture going to search for the Griffin Rider. We can discard the Drekka back, and it's going to attach itself to our Adventure token. Free card. Special summon that Griffin Rider onto the field. Let's bounce that back row, in case it's some sort of battle trap, and get attacking. Hit our opponent down to 4,000 life points. Let's see if we can draw Jerry Beans Man, get ourselves out of this situation. Again, we can use Lone Fire Blossom to get Jerry Beans Man. That is important to know. Opponent gonna try and imperm us. We're just gonna use our Griffin Rider to negate that effect. Griffin Rider would have been negated otherwise, so I might as well get him back into the deck here. Opponent is playing Despia. They're using Branded Opening to get an Aluber the Jesper of Desia. Opponent's searching. And the card they discarded was a Malicious, a card that I actually considered running in this Jerry Beans Mad deck list. But that's enough of that. Opponent is fusing, using every card in his hand and on the field to make a Guardian Chimera. Gonna draw a card and wipe our entire field. That is ruthless. 3,300 damage. But we still got this. We still got this because we believe in ourselves. And we have Lone Fire Blossom. Let's show off the Lone Fire Blossom. This may look similar to you, but we have a Spore. Spore going to go into Link Karibo. Spore can banish a plant from the graveyard to special summon itself from the graveyard and increase its level. But we just need a tuner and non-tuner. And you know what happens next. We got Crystron Hulk Fibrax. We're going to Crystron Hulk Fibrax combo. Get that Jet Synchron. Get that Auroradon. Get those tokens on the field. Discard a card from our hand. Make the Cupid Pitch. Raise the level. Search for the O-Lion. Synchro Summon into the Denglong. We already have the trap in hand. No need to search. Get that additional token. Make the Borreload. Get our negates. Get a billion attack points. Search for the Nemesis Corridor. Our opponent won't be able to search cards now to their hand. Let's get attacking. Opponent's effect in the graveyard is going to activate. We're going to negate with Borreload. We got 2 more negates to go. Let's get attacked for lethal. And opponent is done. Well, Jerry Beans Man did not show up in this game, so this is not acceptable. Let's do another game. Alright. No Jerry Beans Man in this hand. And opponent is going first. Opponent setting 2 and activating Allura Heavenly Prison. There we go. The perfect card. Unexpected die. This will let us special summon the Jerry Beans Man from the deck. Opponent knows that we're playing Jerry Beans Man. Not going to let us have it. Jerry Beans Man is trapped in the deck now. And we're summon limited. Opponent's playing a lot of summon limit today. Let's Lone Fire Blossom. See if we can get our Jerry Beans Man. But opponent, not going to let it happen. Using Solemn Judgment to stop us from getting the Jerry Beans Man. And they're going to summon that Lord of the Heavenly Prison onto the field. We're out of summons. Well, I should say we have one more summon. But we're not going to use it. Going to our opponent's turn. They're going to use Pot of Extrav to banish 6, draw 2. Set a face down. Hit us for 3,000 with that Lord of the Heavenly Prison. And we're going to take advantage of the summon limit. We can only summon 2 times per turn, so we can summon our Griffin Rider on our opponent's turn. And that doesn't count. On our turn, it won't count. Back to our turn here. We draw the Imperm. Let's set up for later. Playing the Imperm here in front of that summon limit. Imperm, when we activate it while it's set, will negate the whole column. So we actually can negate the effect of this summon limit if we wait back to our turn. So let's be patient. Make a Link Karibo. Try and protect ourselves. Try and keep our Griffin Rider on the field. And then once we negate that summon limit, we'll be going off. Gonna negate the attack here, but opponent Solemn Striking. Killing Link Karibo. Where's Jerry Beans Man? Our opponent has stopped us from summoning him so far. Let's see if we can get him. Opponent killing our poor Wandering Griffin Rider. But it's our turn. And we can finally negate that summon limit. Let's activate the Spore from the graveyard. Special summon itself. Activate the Fateful. Fateful going to get the Water Enchantress. Discard it. Activate its effect in the graveyard, banishing itself to add the Rite of Arrow's Mirror to our hand. That's going to give us our Adventure token. Get that token here. That's going to activate Fateful. Fateful going to search for the Dracoback. Let's bounce a card. Bounce that set card. Opponent has the Eldlixir. They're going to summon an Eldritch from the deck, but that means they're out of tricks. Well, unless these are hand traps. Maybe they're mostly out of tricks. Let's activate that Imperm. Opponent thought they were safe through that summon limit, but now summon limit's negated. And we can go straight into the Crystron Hulk Fibrax. It's combo time. You've seen it before. We don't have Bean Soldier, but we do have Auroradon. Auroradon going to give us those tokens. Going to summon that Despot from the graveyard. Special summon the Baron de Fleur. And now we're playing Bean Man. We're playing Bean Man for serious, and opponent is done. Alright, well we still haven't summoned the Bean Man, so we're gonna have to do one more game. Alright, let's go. We got Unexpected Die. That's gonna give us our Bean Man straight from the deck. There he is. Bean Man core to this deck. Let's normal summon Jet Synchron. Make that Hulk Fibrax. And you're saying, oh, Hulk Fibrax, you can fit him in any deck. But this is a Beans Man deck. We're playing Beans Man the way he was meant to be played by Konami. Alright, if Konami didn't want Bean Man to be used this way, they would have banned one of the cards in this combo. Let's make the Cupid Pitch, increase the level, make the Boar Load, search with the Cupid Pitch, and we got a problem here. Our Mecha Phantom Beast token's in hand. Mecha Phantom Beast is in hand, Lion. So we got to find a way to banish a card. So what we're going to do is special summon the Jet Synchron from the graveyard. We need a banished card to summon our Nemesis Corridor. So we summon the Jet Synchron from the graveyard, and we're going to use the effect of Mecha Phantom Beast, his first effect, destroy a card in the field. So we're going to tribute our token to pop our own Jet Synchron, just so we can get a banished card, and then special summon the Nemesis Corridor. An opponent, they know that it's done. They saw the Jerry Beans Man in the graveyard, and they're like, this is it, it's over. They knew the moment they saw Jerry Beans Man it was over, but they let me play it out for a couple more moves, and then they're like, that's it. Mad respect. Alright, let's show you that max power Jerry Beans Man deck list. Alright, here you go. Here is the max power Jerry Beans Man deck list. We got Jerry Beans Man at 3, of course. We also got Mushroom Man. He's also a plant monster, so you can use him with Spore's effect. Spore's effect lets you banish card from the graveyard of plant monster and it'll special summon itself. Only once per duel though, so we only run one Spore. Got Bean Soldier as our backup, Jerry Beans Man. If they ever were to ban Jerry Beans Man, at least we got Bean Soldier to keep us happy. Running one Despot 1, running one Jet Synchron, running one Lion, and running one Lone Fire Blossom. Lone Fire Blossom you can run in multiples. It's not a once per turn effect. So you can special summon a Lone Fire Blossom with Lone Fire Blossom and do it again. Get a bunch of plants in your graveyard, get Spore, and then Wombo combo. So that is something that you can note. Also, Lone Fire Blossom lets you special summon Jerry Beansman from the deck. So a combo line that is a possibility is the Lone Fire Blossom, banish itself or tribute itself, special summon Jerry Beansman, and then if you have another normal monster in hand, you can make a Link Spider, special summon it, and there you go. You're off to Jerry Beanstown. All right, we got 3 Ash Blossoms, just some good removal here. We got Destiny Hero Denier, that is part of the DP package. We got the Adventure Engine, of course. Nemesis Corridor, if we ever banish a card, have it in hand. That's a Thunder Dragon Colossus. Pretty easy to slot in. Banishing cards happens pretty often. We got a Dasher in here. Now, I thought about swapping the Dasher because you saw one of our opponents using Malicious. 2 copies of Malicious could be pretty useful. Gets us to special summon stuff out of the graveyard basically after we've used some materials. Get more monsters on the field. Make it more likely for us to summon our Blackluster Soldier, Sacred Soldier. Soldier of Chaos. Good point. Good to note. Running 2 Griffin Riders because I have 2 copies. And because sometimes you just need extra bodies on board, you can special summon Griffin Rider, normal summon Jerry Beansman. That's 2 monsters. You're good to go. Running a Monster Reborn because, reborn the monster. Fun thing to do. Foolish Burial lets us put a Water Enchantress in the graveyard to do that combo basically for free. Extra card. 3 copies of Unexpected Die. You're going to use this to get your Jerry Beansman. It's kind of like running 6 copies of Jerry Beansman. And if we're playing Jerry Beansman in this deck, you got to have 6 searchers. Could play more Lone Fire Blossoms to get more Jerry Beansman. That's something that might be worth doing. Remember that. Think about that. Running the 1 Fusion Destiny. 2 copies of Right. 1 Dracobek. We get the Fateful. We got 2 Call by the Graves. We got the Imperms. We got the 9 Pillars. In the extra deck, Thunder Dragon Colossus DPE. Cupid Pitch Danglong Borload. We got Baronda Fleur. We got 2 Link Spiders. We got Link Karibo. We got Hulk Fibrax. Predaplant Verte. We got Blackluster Soldier. And we got the Auroradon. Hope you like this max power Jerry Beansman deck list. This is when you want to play Jerry Beansman seriously. That last video, that was not maximum power Jerry Beansman. That was just, Jerry Beansman casually. This is a deck built around the Jerry Beansman. Alright? So don't come at me with any more comments about Jerry Beansman deck list not being strong enough, because I did get those comments last time. Now I'm going maximum power Jerry Beansman. Alright? I hope you're happy. Alright, thanks for watching the video and have a good night.